Hello, I'm DeEtta Jones, and for more than 25 years, I've worked with people from a wide variety of backgrounds on leadership development and developing managerial proficiency and excellence. And one of the things that's come up, probably more than any other topic, especially as I've designed and facilitated and led people through many months worth of leadership development experiences, is at the tail end and through that experience, people describe 100% of the time feeling excited by the increased levels of confidence that they were developing. These are people who were already proficient. These were people who were already high potential. These are people who were already performing. These aren't people who had to go away and kind of sequester themselves from the real world or their real jobs in order to develop a level, kind of a base level of competence. These were people who already operated at high levels. The reason why they went through leadership development programs or went through kind of a coaching experience with someone like me or a leadership or an executive coach is because their skill sets, even though they were sophisticated, consistently had to morph. They had to react to and respond to and position themselves for an ever-changing and a quickly changing reality that was part of the work associated with managing people, working in different cultural contexts, the changing expectations of their clients, new workplace expectations as far as policies or laws or systems or structures or practices, new product rollouts. And so even if you have been a person who is particularly skilled for a very long period of time or for any period of time, and in any arena, it is quite likely that you find yourself consistently needing to refresh in enhancing those skills. And along with that refresh comes an opportunity and sometimes a challenge, especially as adults, to be vulnerable, to the learning experience, to be temporarily less than competent, temporarily unmasterful or not masterful in performing the thing that we have been really proficient around up until now. And that is the place that confidence comes in, where it is that we are able to do something that may seem harder than what we have the energy for, doesn't seem particularly practical, may not seem like we can do it again with the same level of oomph that we brought to it the first time or in the past, where we may start feeling a sense of doubt as far as our skill or how it is that our own natural preferences or specific and unique challenges match the new environment or the current challenge. And so it's really important to understand that confidence and competence go hand in hand, and that it is quite likely that at any point in your life up until now and for the rest of your life, especially the rest of your working lives, that you are going to need to straddle what is sometimes that really kind of complicated relationship between confidence and competence, and know that the way to develop competence is to also be willing to be vulnerable as far as confidence, and how important it is to continue to build our confidence so that we can continue to push ourselves to develop ever more sophisticated levels of competence. So competence and confidence go hand in hand. There's a quick little formula that I want to suggest here. It's super, super quick and easy, but it might be useful just to have like a little 4-step process in your head as you think about the ongoing work of continuing to build your own confidence over time and in new and changing environments. 1, establish a stretch goal for yourself. Think about something that is difficult, something that you don't really necessarily want to do, or that you really want to do, but you know is going to be a really difficult undertaking, sometimes a Herculean undertaking. Establish something that is in front of you that seems really tricky. 2, do it. Jump in. I don't mean jump in willy-nilly, kind of running in without any caution, but think about kind of the right-sized process for getting into something that is new or where you are going to need to develop competence. So think about taking lessons, hiring or working with a leadership coach or an executive coach, maybe taking a specific class in a structured environment where you have a supportive group of people around you who are helping you to really feel like what you're doing is worthwhile, but also engaging your senses and engaging you in a way that makes the learning practical and applicable in your real world environment. The third step is to reflect. This is where I am literally asking you to intentionally pause and think about the process of learning and application of what you are learning in your current environment. Is what you're learning meaningful to you? How can it be applied to the challenges that you are currently facing, the problems that you seek to solve? What's helping you learn? What are some of the factors or characteristics that are supporting your learning? What is hindering you? What are some of the factors or characteristics that are getting in the way, preventing you to learn in a way that is optimal for you? Right? What else do you need in order for you to be able to learn? And also, what are some of the feelings that you're associated with this learning process now that you can apply maybe to previous learning experiences, but also that you can bring forward to future learning experiences? And then the fourth step is to celebrate. I want you to intentionally pause along the way and at the end of a learning curve so that you can give yourself credit for what it is that you just did, that the effort that you just exerted led to an outcome that you find rewarding. Make sure that you complete that integration loop, that internalization loop, because that's where learning comes in, but also that's where confidence comes into play. You start to develop confidence because you remember and you connect the dots between what was initially kind of a Herculean task and now something where you're feeling a tremendous sense of pride and accomplishment, and you can connect the dots on those. And you will need to make that connection internally because you are going to repeat this process over and over and over again across a whole variety of different topics, across a whole variety of different aspects of your life, and hopefully for the rest of your life. There's one kind of fifth little step that you might want to build in here. It's repeat. Continue to do this over and over and over, right? Learning is something that we're doing forever and ever, and that also we are helping other people around us do, and do in a way that supports confidence building and also the development of more and more sophisticated levels of competence. Okay, you got this. Go build your confidence, learn, grow, and know that we are always right here with you. We got your back. Bye.